Gampel Pavilion has been sold out for some time in anticipation of tonight. It's senior night as the Huskies take on the Georgetown Hoyas live on SNY. And Georgetown on the board first. Edwards drives right to the bucket. UConn's bodies, yeah, correct. Sure. And Bueckers with the steal. Protected the ball, missed the layup. It's going to be out of bounds.
And Paige looked at
basketball.
Bueckers looked at ref Bruce Morris like, I didn't get hit there. She went to the right side thinking she might get blocked. Just came up a little short with that shot.
20-second shot clock for the Huskies to work with. Right inbounds to Bueckers, drops it. Bueckers puts it up, no, back iron, and Mule gets the rebound despite being held. Kick it to a wide open Arnold, good for three.
Makes such a difference if Arnold can consistently knock down that three.
Arnold couldn't get the steal, Edwards gets the block.
That's the maturity of the senior Aaliyah Edwards. Instead of coming down with the arm, the two hands up in the air and just gently knocks it away.
Bob and Debbie don't seem to be any the worse for it. Calling the game on UConn radio. Here's Edwards with a quick step and gets it. Had to pull up because Ransom established position, but she kept from getting the charge and got the bucket. That'll be the first foul on Alex Cowan. There's Shade's first shot of the night and first made bucket for Ashlyn Shade. Down the other end, it's another Bueckers bucket. It's interesting that a lot of UConn's opponent bigs end up stepping out and taking threes that they don't normally do, and that's a statement to Aaliyah Edwards, who makes a statement on the offensive end.
She's unstoppable.
So UConn basketball out of the timeout. Starting five still in the ball game for the Huskies. Bueckers draws a triple team, kicks it out to Edwards, top of the key, got it. 20-9 here with the Huskies on the advantage. Mule will drive all the way to the rim. Got it. First points of the night for Nika. Huskies shooting 70% so far in this opening quarter. Long one from outside misses from Rivera. Bueckers brings the ball up for UConn. Arnold's on the run. Nobody between her and the rim. The bucket and the foul.
How about the focus and the strength of the freshman? Knowing she was going to get slammed. She was wide open when she caught the ball. It was a really nice pass from Bueckers. And then the two pink jerseys converged on her. Great focus to finish, knowing she was going to get hit hard.
Just a few seconds difference between the shot and the game clock. Here's Mule. All the way under the bucket. Out to Bueckers. She'll step inside, shot clock at 4, Mule for three!
A little late on the pass, Shade was open.
Missed the shot, Brady tapped it out to Shade. The turnaround, got it! What a move! Cut off.
Thought Shade got away with a walk there.
Edwards almost got the ball stolen. It got knocked into the hands of Bueckers, who knocked it right through the hoop. Here's Edwards, right up.
Paige was waiting for her to get open that entire time she dribbled the ball. Well, these two work so well together. There, Bueckers with the handoff almost went awry, but check this, the screen, the roll, Bueckers waited for it, drew the defense, little pump fake. Aaliyah buried the defender, got into the best position possible.
Shade anticipates the pass and gets the steal and score.
How about that smile on that kid? Nice job by Ashlyn Shade. Got that right hand out into the passing lane. And the big smile by the freshman, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
She's gotta be thinking, I just got whacked in the face and I'm committing the foul.
Yeah. Arnold with the quick step. Got it.
We talked about it last game, and Gino Auriemma really wants KK Arnold to decide and to learn when to drive and when to kick. Great decision there to drive in.
Inside 2.5 to go in the second quarter. See if the Huskies can get the ball to go through the hoop this time. It's been a dry spell for a bit. Bueckers does. Knocked away from Mule by Ransom, but she gets it back. Bueckers sets the screen, and Brady drops the shot for 2.
Ice Brady played so well against Xavier, her best game of the season.
A little helter-skelter, that little exchange. Bueckers from long range. The Hoyas scored nearly 60 points a game on average. UConn held them to 20 through those first 2 quarters.
This is as good as their defense that I've seen by UConn in a really long time. It even got Gino to say at halftime to Chelsea that they played great defense. We don't hear that very often, but it was a really terrific collective effort. The terrific anticipation there by Aaliyah Edwards. She was all over the place on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. The freshman KK Arnold, terrific with the double team. Dove into the table there, stealing the ball. How about the help here from Paige Bueckers coming down? Nicely done. And, you know, one thing that Gino Auriemma said, he wanted Ashley Shea to be more aggressive, take more chances on the defensive end.
Almost 50% of their points in that first half were scored in the paint. And Aaliyah Edwards is going to add 2 to that. Let's see if the Huskies could find that rhythm here on this possession. There's Edwards. Made a little space for herself and got the bucket.
Well, she was bumped, and then I thought she did push that left arm out. It's amazing what he's done so far this year.
Edwards toughs it out, and it goes!
Gets her mom up and cheering, of course. And that's what you do. You know, you get it, pass the ball back to Paige, foul line extended. That's the perfect angle coming into that low post.
Arnold charging over the top. Edwards, though, puts the miss back in.
Perfect place at the perfect time, Aaliyah Edwards.
Edwards working in the post. Has to hesitate, goes back up the other way, gets the bucket and the foul.
There's been a lot of physicality down there with those two. Incredible poise by Edwards. She goes right, goes up, gets the defender off her feet, and the foul.
Here tonight, he said what being here has done for his daughter, he couldn't come up with enough good things to say about it. Ice Brady. Director of Communications for UConn women's basketball. Somewhere in the background of the recording I was listening to say, really? We hadn't announced that yet. And Gino said, well, maybe I'm wrong.
Ice Brady with a nice bucket there. Give credit to Bennett.
She had a double-double in the game at Georgetown on January 7th. She's up to 7 and 5 tonight, despite being in foul trouble. And there's Paige Bueckers. Maybe solving a little bit of the long-range riddle that's been tonight for UConn. 72-41 Huskies. Bueckers lets that one go, and it rattles home.
You think there's any coincidence she shot that right in front of her coach?
Samuels with the fake, puts it on the floor to Edwards, who gets the bucket and the foul.
How about Caden Samuels puts the ball on the floor, draws the defense, bounce passes to Aaliyah Edwards. Great play by the freshman, who has developed a reputation of coming in and launching open threes.
Bueckers heads to the bench. With 3:17 to go, there's your mom.
Amy happily in the crowd, and the whole crew is here. Nobody wants to shoot it, huh?
And yeah, she's very unselfish. Cadence will shoot it.
Samuels will.
For 3. And here go Aaliyah Edwards and Nika Mule on senior night.
parents in the stands.
Brady doing a little work on Scott. Got it. Ice Brady's had a nice game. And on this senior night, led by Aaliyah Edwards and Paige Bueckers with 26 and 21 points apiece, it's the Huskies 85 and the Hoyas 44.